Welcome to Warblog. Today we are looking at one of these games that I haven't done yet, but I don't know which one. I sort of want to look at this one actually, because it has a slight appeal that I'm slightly uncertain of, and that is you got this change in the Yemen civil war that really no one seems to be talking about. But it seems to have happened because we've got the links from Middle East Eye and ISW News. But no one else really seems to be talking about these security belt forces rebelling against the Hadi forces. And, I mean, it's not even sort of necessarily just a one-off. Look at all this stuff. Doesn't seem to be in. Oh, it seems to be in reverse order. I should really sort that out. There we go. Yeah, so we had the Battle of Aden. Now this was like obviously the 10th and 11th of August, and this, which is undated, is essentially the same thing. So what we got, there's Aden there. So what we got there, and this always excites me, but it's just a silly little thing. There's the whole map for Aden. Obviously we've sort of looked at that before, and you can see it's quite complex, lots of fiddly things. But why bother? Why bother with all these hexes and all this detail when you can concatenate it into two hexes, or three if you really want to, push it. You can have a little box like that, and then there's your deterrent forces, and you just sort of push them into there. You can do the whole Battle of Aden in that, and this is what we're doing anyway. So there's that Aden scenario. I mean, it's the same thing, but obviously I think because of the lack of reporting, in the sense that it's not sort of like a widely reported thing, what we've got is the reality of the situation was that it was more widespread. They were taking over this whole area. I didn't put them in because I'm a bit lazy at the moment, but there's provinces here, and this is like Abyan. I think Abyan is here, and then it goes up to here. There's another province, and basically these security forces are taking everything because there's no one there, because they are the security forces. I guess they are part of the Hadi operation, or the Saudi coalition, and they're rebelling, and they're actually got support from the UAE, air support, and they take everything. But then the Hadis come in and they start fighting and they start losing. And I don't really know much more than that, but it's intriguing, so I want to sort of do it, because you've got these, which is a first, these sort of blue and gold counters, obviously, which are obviously the Security Belt Forces, Southern Transitional Council. So I'm going to play it because I don't really know how it's going to play out or what the objectives are. Now, the first thing we'll note is there are no objectives. Look, I haven't put any in, so that's because I'm a bit off at the moment. What's this? Look at that. I wonder if I should fix that. I know what that is. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so Security Belt Forces. We need some objectives, really. I wasn't so tired. I'd put some in. We just got to take all these towns. Let's just take everything. Got to take all these towns. And there's a town there as well. So, and we want to take Aden. So we've got some units there, but I don't think there's enough. We've got 2 units and two Hadi units, and this unit. Now they're not going to take that out because there's 3 infantry, so we need some support. And we've got mechanized up here. In fact, I feel like bringing everything down here into Aden. Plenty of movement, I think. to do that. Now, one of the reasons I did this game like this, as I was setting it up, what I was thinking is I want to do it with minimal counters as opposed to maximum counters, in the sense that we've got this unit here and he's only on his own, but what do you do about that? Well, we've got to face them off, and in reality, the reality is that that would suffice. So I'm actually going to send something in that direction. And it's got to be mechanized, isn't it? Do I want to go down this way? I think so. So I'm sacrificing a unit that could be in this battle for Aden. Oh, right. Brilliant. Nice one. Messed up. It's a shame I don't have a back button. Right, so we can't get in there. But this unit is going to face that unit off. That's the whole idea. And that leaves Zanzibar open, which is a pain. But we're going to take this place up here. It just doesn't feel right without the objectives. And we've got some air power. But we didn't. I don't think we're going to use the air power in Aden because I don't recall it being reported. And we're not going to. It's not as though we got to lose them or use them. Use them or lose them type thing. So we'll leave it at that. Oh, I forgot to attack. Liminal. Oh well, at least we can get the infantry in next turn. Right. Well, they are going to come in to reinforce Aden because obviously Aden is under attack, and these are going to come along because they need to come in and protect the main Abyan province, but that's as far as they can get. Well, we can't do much here. We could attack into there, but we'll probably be at 1 to 2 odds at the very best. Here we've got an interesting opportunity, but I think we're just going to hold. The interesting opportunity being to sort of come through these hills and try and get to Zanzibar, but I think that'll cost them like 4 movements. They'll probably be able to get there or there. They're not going to get all the way down there, so we're just going to hold. We are sort of slightly frustrated by that, so this is going to be a sort of stalemate situation, I think. There's another interesting thing that happens in this game, and just in case I don't get that far, obviously the Saudi-led coalition start to come in and show their weight, so to speak, and I believe that they use air power. And so the question is, do they both sort of commit themselves to using air power for ground strikes and bombing, or are they actually the UAE and the Saudi coalition actually going to engage in air-to-air combat and dogfights? Would that happen? I mean, it's just, I don't know, there's just no sort of nothing on it. Anyway, so I knew there were going to be some reinforcements, but we've got plenty of reinforcements there, so Zanzibar's not a problem. So if they'd come out of there, they would be about there, maybe there. They would never got to Zanzibar, and now it's well and truly controlled. So we're going to complete that action to our holding position there, reinforce here, going to bring some more troops this way, I think. I definitely want to leave something in Zanzibar, and this time I'm going to remember to attack in Aden. I'm not using air power because there was none reported. Did I press the button? Yes, I did. It's going like this. Dub, 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 dub. An exchange. 1 to 2. An exchange. What were the odds there? So we need 1.44. Okay, and here we're going to take this place. I'm not going to use the air power yet. I think they've got plenty of it, but I don't recall how much they do. So, as I said, the Battle of Aden's not going very well, but it's easier to play when there's only 3 hexes. Okay, so what do they want to do? Well, they're going to hold out there. So essentially we have a front line. Playing like adults, we can say, well, this is the front line and it's static now. We can't move any further. So these forces are in balance. These forces are in balance. These ones have yet to sort of get a meeting ground. But we're going to move forward because we're trying to get to Aden. They're going to recover, so that's that. More units, look. I don't think we're going to get this up to 2-1. Considering we've only really added 9 units in there. Well, you know what? We're going to face them off there. Now, mechanized against infantry will probably get a bonus. Infantry this way, infantry that way. I'm not sure I want to attack, but I want to do this first. I think we're going to be just shy of 2-1. I think we're going to have about, I'm not even thought of the numbers, but if we need 24, it's going to be 23.9. Two to one. Oh. Yeah, look at that. I needed 36. I thought it was going to be 24, didn't I? I mean, and I said it would be 23.9, and that is not far from 23.9, but it's a hell of a long way from 2-1. And we've got another exchange. I like the way the Battle of Aden's going. It's difficult, it's tough, but you know, why bother? This is what I love about these sort of maps, you know. Why bother with that big map when 3 hexes simulates what's happening in Aden perfectly? We've still got some air power, and I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it strategically or sensibly by attacking this unit first, and then doing the ground attack. At some point. No effect. So let's see what numbers we get. I imagine this would just be a 1-1, but it could be a 2-1. Yeah. We need the air power to do something there. I don't know why it's taking so long. If we can get like 2 damage. No! Fortunately, I didn't press the button. That was fortunate. Oh, look at how slow it is. It doesn't normally do that. Right, we want air power in there. 2. Give us 2. Look at how long it's taking. 1.6, that's not far off the mark. Two to 1. And a die roll of 12. Oh, I see, they're in a town, they're in open. Well, the Hadi government can't do anything, so they're just going to sit there. So it's a bit of a stalemate now. Well, we do appear to have some more units there, which is, where's that? Chakra. We're going to hold here, well, to recover. And we can't get any more in there. That's stupid. Unless we use air power in Aden, that would be cheating, I think. So this is what I like. So we've got hardly any units. We've got some here, and some here, all balanced. And we've got 2 units. And considering things strategically, we can say, well, what do we do? Do we take them all along here to sway the balance here? You know, because we could, if we wanted to just get around, we could go there, and just drive around. But that's stupid. So what I'm going to do is we can push here. Like this. Yeah, let's put them all in. And let's use some air power. .6. 2.2. That was a good one. We should do very well. So now all of a sudden we have a formidable fighting force for the whatever they are, the southern, and we eliminated that unit, which is interesting. Now we've got the whole of South Yemen. Security Belt, Southern Transitional Council. Well, I can certainly try it. Now the road is open, you see. As simple as that. You should go further, yeah. Where they're going to hold. We're not going to fight there. That's a standoff, that's a standoff. Okay, well, Hadi's not going to do anything. Ah, but look. Look at what's happening now. The Hadis are bringing their forces, which is what they did. Well, could take that. Let's just slap everyone in there for the time being. We've got to consider a strike force now because we've got some Hadis on the horizon over here. This feels more strategic. You know, it feels more sort of, you know, this force has some significance now, as opposed to sort of, you know, these solid lines, which I kind of like. I do like that sort of aspect of it all, but we can't. What we need is to somehow take Aden. I mean, they didn't take it historically. The gains they got, they gave back, apparently. Oh, we're now ready for another assault. Well, let's see what we can do. The thing to bear in mind is if we win, that's it, because they can't retreat. Get a feeling I'm going to get an attack and retreat. Come on, sometime this year. There it is. That feeling. Yeah, you know that feeling. That feeling like you're in a rowing boat that's full of water. Oh, look at that. You couldn't get much, you couldn't get a more perfect retreat pattern either. So that's, oh, he was on 4, so he must have been down 1. Okay, well, okay. Well, yeah, security belt forces, they had their opportunity. And I think the tide is turning. Too many users. Okay. Now, what I want to do is to cut across country. Doesn't look like we're going to get there, but it doesn't matter. We're on the way. Come on. Oh, the joys of movement. Okay. I'm going to leave it at that, because it's obviously being a bit slow. But I'm just going to recap. See, this is what it's all about. You can see the Hadi's there. I've got some more, so it's interesting, really, because you've got some options to maybe commit more forces from Zanzibar east to get to Mafid. I think the whole idea is to take as much of this as you can as quickly as possible. Aden is interesting. We could have got there. They're tight odds, but that's what history's made of. So, it's not a case of sort of extreme valor. It's just sort of, you're probably not going to win, but there's a good chance that you will. I think that's sort of like, on a 1 to 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 you win, 5, 6, 7, 8 you don't, and 9, 10, 11, 12 you run away. DR, exchange, AR, and the AR is more expensive than anything else, and I think it's quite rare to actually have a game like this with a few counters, and that's what I like about this. Actually, you've got to decide where these counters go. They can be so finely balanced, and offer so much scope for playing it differently and winning. I mean, down here it really is a matter of you need that 1, 2, 3, and 4, but it's not impossible. They did dig in there. I wonder if there was a better way of doing it. Maybe sending this mechanized unit down there. I don't know. But once they get these other forces on, we're sending some motorized, and these are mechanized. They're going to be starting to form a nice big solid line, pushing down this way, pushing the Hadis back. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, and I'll speak to you later. Cheerio.